Battle at the Berrics, number 13. A very interesting sporting event. Some real fishy shit going on. Now, I'm no conspiracy theorist by any means, but if I had to guess, I would very confidently say that this whole motherfucker is rigged. And I'm gonna go into some slight detail on why I think it's rigged. I ain't gonna make this no super long video. I ain't gonna bore y'all. I'm not dumb data. I'm not finna do all that extraneous activity. Okay, we're gonna start here. Business. The Berrics is a business. It is main focus is to make money. That's what businesses are for. That's what they do. We know Cariuma at the Berrics. Battle at the Berrics is sponsored by Cariuma. There's a lot of Cariuma riders on the roster for Battle at the Berrics 13. Motherfuckers that we know probably can't compete with these other guys anyway, but they're there just because, more ad placement, you know what I mean? More revenue for Cariuma also means more revenue for the Berrics since they are partners. On top of that, what the fuck is these brackets, man? This is the round one bracket. I'm not gonna lie, round one doesn't seem super duper scripted because some of these matches are some kind of even matchups. You know what I mean? This can't argue too much with it. But we see who Tyler Peterson is up against, Patrick Proman. Like, we know Patrick Proman is not gonna do shit to Tyler Peterson. If this was a video game, Tyler Peterson would be the final boss, and Patrick Proman would just be one of us playing the game, trying to beat this nigga. Like, come on, gang. We know that shit's not gonna work. So that's an easy battle for Tyler Peterson. Then we got Selwa versus Jamie Griffin. That was like a little challenge to kind of go ahead and get Jamie up out of there potentially, because like I said before, this is Cariuma at the Berrics, as you can see, presented by Cariuma. You feel me? You know they really want a Cariuma sponsored skateboarder to win, because that would just be crazy for the company. The whole goal is for Tyler Peterson to win. That nigga is like Steve Barrow's son. Tyler Peterson is like the son that Steve Barrow has that he's rooting for. And you know them over aggressive parents in school sports that are cheering so loud from the sidelines that you can hear them from the away side. Like, that's who Barrow is in regards to Tyler Peterson. We want him to win. I ain't gonna lie, me personally, I like Tyler Peterson. I want him to win. Personally, I was hoping he was gonna beat Jamie Griffin in the last one, but it didn't happen. So I feel like this Battle at the Berrics is kind of like his shot at doing that. Nobody in this whole battle has the crazy ass flat ground tricks that Jamie Griffin has, though. Nobody does. But we all know that enough time on offense, a couple of these guys has a shot at beating Jamie Griffin, because Jamie Griffin is, one, not good at switch. I've noticed this, and I don't know why none of these niggas, when they playing him, don't attack that weakness. He is not good at switch skating, and he doesn't have a lot of pop, which makes spin tricks slightly hard for him. Spin tricks are one of his weaknesses. We seen his 360s in the finals night last time. That shit was very controversial. Motherfuckers was not fucking with him because of that. But yeah, that's two of the things that he's gotta watch out for. And people ain't been attacking that shit really like that. But I don't know. I guess that kind of is random chance too, because it depends on how much time you get on offense. It depends if you win the Rochambeau or whatever. But anyway, off of the first bracket, this is the round two bracket. So now we see the winners of each match and who they're facing up against. Look at this bullshit ass bracket, gang. Look at this motherfucking bullshit. Chris Cole versus Carlos Ribeiro. Carlos Ribeiro didn't even battle him. He came up with some lame excuse on the day of to sit on the sidelines and not play the game. So they put fucking Eric Costin in his place. This nigga was going against Eric Costin, and Costin just was like, fuck it, I don't want to do it. Can we just throw somebody in there who can do these tricks? And they just threw Sean Malto in there. Nick Bolts versus Andy Anderson. Andy stupid ass. Andy celebrated losing, which as he should. Celebrate losing this weird ass competition. Chris Joslin versus Matt Berger. We know Chris Joslin is a beast at flat ground. He even brought his kids in there to like troll the fucking game. Sean Malto versus Tyler Peterson. Zach Dolan and Jamie Griffin. Zach didn't really have a chance against Jamie. I ain't gonna lie. He did his best. He fought the good fight. Didn't quite work. You win some, you lose some. It was very surprising though. I guarantee this gained him a lot of followers, a lot of new fans, because Zach He proved some shit now. A lot of people didn't know he was built like that. That boy right there built like that, though. I promise you. We got Luan Oliveira versus whoever. It don't matter. He's gonna win that shit. Matter of fact, when Luan was skating against Legion of Doom, Chris Roberts' Legion of Doom in season 2, at the end, a trick was done that he knew he couldn't do. But when he was on his last letter, a trick was done that he knew he couldn't do. But the shit so scripted for him to win and get to the finals that they didn't even let him attempt the trick. They was like, nah, it doesn't count. Even though the shit was landed and they was already breaking other rules, the referee stepped in and said that trick didn't count, just so that Luan would have a chance to continue skating and win against the Legion of Doom. One thing I want to highlight about this second round is if you watch these battles, you can see how unserious these motherfuckers were playing the game. These motherfuckers was so unserious, not taking it serious at all. You could tell who was there to win. And Steve Barry and Costa, they know who's there to win and whatnot too. Once again, all these other guys don't matter quite as much as Tyler Peterson and Jamie Griffin. We heading into round 3 and look at what the matchup is looking like. We got Chris Cole versus Cody Cepeda. We got Nick Holt versus Levy. We have Luan versus Jamie Griffin. We got Tyler Peterson versus Chris Joslin. This is what I'm going to predict for y'all. We know Chris Cole is going to dominate Cody. We know that. He gonna put that one leg up in the air, and he going to bend Cody over, and he going to drill his shit. Just did what it is. Nick Holt versus Levy. I'm not quite sure who's going to win that, but if I had to guess, I would probably say my boy Nick Bolts, just because I fuck with that guy. I think Nick Bolts might end up taking that. Then we got Luan versus Jamie Griffin. That's going to be a pretty close one too. But we all know that Luan don't give a fuck about this contest, so his eagerness to win is not at the same level as Jamie. Jamie is like gonna be on his A game for sure when it comes to this. One thing to note though, that is a kind of tough pair up for Jamie. He's gonna have to work for this win because we know Luan skates fast, pops high, does complete spins. He doesn't revert or slide across the ground like Jamie. None of that bullshit. And he can skate switch just as good as regular. Some of Jamie's weaknesses. If Jamie maintains offensive possession, of course he'll take that shit home. But if Luan maintains offensive possession for most of the game, it's gonna be a tough one for Jamie to pull himself up out of. But again, now this is the main thing I want you guys to look at is how tough this shit is gonna be for Jamie, and how much easier it's gonna be for Tyler Peterson. Now I'm not saying Chris Joslin, which he is from the battle. I'm not saying Chris Joslin is gonna be a cakewalk for Tyler Peterson. I'm not saying that by any means. But it's not gonna be very hard. We've all seen Tyler Peterson skate. We've all seen him. He is a kind of robotically dialed in skateboarder. Like he's so dialed in that the shit be looking fake. At the last finals night, you could tell his nerves kind of got the best of him. That was the most shook up I've ever seen him looking on his board in one of these games of skate. This year, you know he's trying to come back with a vengeance. He is not gonna let no motherfucking Chris Joslin take him up out of his position. It's probably going to end up being against him and Jamie. We know that it's probably going to be Tyler and Jamie. But the main thing I want to take away, there's speculation in all these other realms. When it comes to all of Tyler's battles, no speculation. We know he's going to win them bitches. Tyler Peterson, Steve Barrett's son, a.k.a. the Cariuma boy. He's carrying Cariuma right now. He is going to be facing whoever is the other man standing during finals night. And likely it's going to be Jamie Griffin. If it's not Jamie Griffin, we all know that none of these other guys have the will, the eagerness, the hunger in them that Tyler Peterson does. He'll beat them just off of attitude alone, just based off of that. But the skill, Tyler Peterson can beat all 4 of these guys over here. He can beat Nick Holt, he can beat Levy, he can beat Cody Cepeda. On Chris Cole, on a regular day where he don't give a fuck like he usually does when he skates at the Berrics, Tyler can definitely beat him. Chris Cole don't be caring about that shit. Just, let's be honest. He don't care about this shit. He's an OG. He ain't got nothing to prove. He don't give a fuck. Yeah, Tyler's gonna beat him if he had to. He's gonna beat Cody if he had to. He's gonna beat Nick if he had to. He's gonna beat Levy if he had to. And if it come down to it, he gonna spank Luan. Because just like Chris Cole, Luan do not care about this shit. Luan does not have nothing to prove to us. He don't care if he wins or loses for that. Basically what I'm trying to get at Tyler Peterson is gonna be our Battle at the Berrics 13 winner. We all know it. If you don't agree with me, let me know who you think is gonna win. Let me know if y'all think Jamie's gonna end up taking it again, or if y'all think one of the other guys in this bracket is gonna win it. I 100% believe it's gonna be Tyler Peterson. And if I'm wrong, it just is what it is. You know, we are human, but I don't think I'm gonna be wrong. I do believe Tyler's gonna take it home this time, and the Berrics is gonna walk away making a whole lot of cheese. Cariuma gonna cut them that little check. You know how at the dealership they get a commission when they make a sale? It's gonna be a big bag for the Berrics if the Cariuma Cowboy wins this motherfucker. That's all I got to say, man. I said I wasn't gonna make this long. I feel like I low-key talked a little longer than I needed to anyway. But anyway, get in the comment box. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. Goddamn. Yeah. All right, y'all boys. I'm out of this motherfucker, man.